Good evening and welcome to Lou Groza Field at the Roehm Athletic Complex. It's time for OAC Men's Lacrosse. It's the OAC Championship here on this beautiful Saturday in Berea. My name is Luke Tradle. Welcome into BWYellowJackets.com. OAC Men's Lacrosse Championship on tap for us today. We'll start things off at the face-off X. Sandy Bishop out there for the Yellow Jackets. For the Blue Streaks, it's Ian Bernard. And Bernard wins the first face-off of this OAC championship. And the first possession goes to the John Carroll Blue Streaks, the number 5 scoring offense in the nation. There's Bennett Gorman with the rock. He'll swing it around and get this started for the Blue Streaks. The Blue Streaks have some pretty national prowess recently as they turn it over with Bryce Moran on the far side. Neil Randall now controlling in his own end. Witowski back to Randall. Randall tries to throw it over the top of Skylar Blake, and he throws it back down to the turf. Ground ball up for grabs and picked up by Stevens, and Clayton Karam knocked him back to the ground. Here comes John Carroll again on offense. BW couldn't clear it that time after the turnover. Bertazak to Whitty. Whitty back out to Gorman up top. Bartos checking him. 13:44 left in this first quarter. 0-0 is the score. Second possession for the John Carroll offense. Back to Skylar Blake. Blake drives and puts it in the back of the net. The first goal of this OAC championship is scored by Skylar Blake of the John Carroll Blue Streaks. They're up 1-0. The leading goal scorer in the nation. That's Skylar Blake. The most goals nationally in Division III lacrosse. Opens up the scoring here for the Blue Streaks today. That goal was scored with 13:29 remaining in the first quarter. And it was unassisted. Bernard and Bishop back out again for another face-off. Still first quarter if you're joining us. Luke Tradle for BWYellowJackets.com. OAC Men's Lacrosse Championship here on this beautiful Saturday evening as Blos picks up the face-off win for Bishop and a ground ball for himself and a possession for the Yellow Jacket offense. Blos looking around for someone to give it off to. Drops it over to Nanowski, but Nanowski couldn't handle it. Now he does. On the sideline, flips it back in. And goes right past Gaglio. Gaglio is able to grab it before it goes out of bounds. If you can't see that on your screen. And clearing it up the field now are the Blue Streaks. That's Sykes with it. D-mid. Gets it to Bertazak, and that's a successful clear for the John Carroll Blue Streaks now as they begin their second offensive possession after the first one cashes in with Skylar Blake. Now Gorman, the graduate senior, drives inside. That one sent away by Storner. John Carroll possession still. Whitty controlling over to Bertazak. Now up top with Kevin Hack. And the premier left-handed shooters in the Ohio Athletic Conference. He will take a dodge here on Jimmy Brown. Blos takes it away. A turnover for Kevin Hack. Blos still on the run. Is able to get it off to Kroger. Kroger now able to control the first possession of settled offense for the Yellow Jackets. Yellow Jackets getting the first line midfield on. That first line midfield includes Nick Danowski, Kyler Byerly, and Trevor Stevens, along with the attackman starters Zach Kroger, Gunnar McMillan, and Jake Danowski. Byerly gets it behind the cage to Kroger. Now Nick Danowski, he shoots and scores. Nick Danowski opens up the score for the Yellow Jacket offense. This game's tied at 1. That goal scored with 11:13 remaining in the first quarter. And an assist by Zach Kroger. Both of these games this year were tight ones. The first one was a BW win 10-9 at home, and then they took a trip to Don Shula Stadium and fell in that one. The John Carroll Blue Streaks won it 10-6. Game 3 on the way here. Bishop wins it forward to himself. Kicks it, and ball sent over to Jake Danowski, who has trouble corralling it, but then picks up the ground ball, and a possession for the Yellow Jackets coming. Jackets swinging around. Still the first line midfield out there. In goal for the Blue Streaks, it's John Gaglio. They go with a mixture of two guys. Gaglio, and also we'll see Adam Grant in the second half. Danowski over to Byerly. Byerly drives and shoots and scores! Kyler Byerly into the top right corner. Yellow Jackets are firing on all cylinders in the beginning of this first quarter. 2-1 now the score. 10:30 on the first quarter clock. Assisted by Nick Danowski. Byerly had 3 goals in the first playoff game, the semifinal against Ohio Northern. Starts off this first quarter with a goal. A nice shot into the top right corner. Doesn't get any better than that. A couple good looks here for the Yellow Jacket offense. Same duo out to duel this face-off. Excuse me, that's Brendan Hine coming on to do the face-off duties, and he picks up a win, the long stick. We go with a little bit something different here. Gaglio gets it over to Sykes, who will bring it over the midline. Successful clear for the Blue Streaks. Now back with Whitty. Whitty's also been impressive nationally in the nation in assists. And a second line midfield on for John Carroll. The drive and flag is down now. That one's going to go on Bartos most likely. Pushed him in the back. Nathan Aloi took the hit. That'll bring on the man-up unit, which has been so good here for this John Carroll Blue Streak team. The number 13 man-up offense in the nation, scoring at a rate of 52.7% this year. They like to get it to Kevin Hack or Skylar Blake on this man-up. Those guys both ranked number 16 in the nation in EMO goals. To Gorman. Back to Hack. Behind the cage with Whitty. He swings it back up top. This BW man-down defense, number 9 in the nation. Blake fires and scores! Skylar Blake with his second goal here in this first quarter. A powerful man-up shot. Goes right past Storner. And this game is tied at 2 now with 9:17 remaining in this first quarter. It's looking like it's going to be a high-scoring game. Both offenses feeling themselves at the beginning of this first quarter. Hine was able to pick up the win against Bishop last time out at the face-off X. This time, Bernard back on for another chance, but Bishop controls it. An errant pass. Nice job by Neil Randall to get Skylar Blake out of there. And Ratowski loses it. A turnover on the BW face-off win by Ratowski. Sets up the John Carroll offense now. On comes Ian Flynn and Kevin Hack. Settled offense for John Carroll. Screen for Blake. Blake inside, scores again. Skylar Blake with a hat trick in the first quarter. The nation's leader in scoring. The Yellow Jackets are going to have to figure out how to stop Skylar Blake. He's already got 3 in this first quarter. A little under 7 minutes. And he's already feeling himself. Bishop back out there to go against Bernard. It's a 2-goal scoring run for John Carroll now. Bishop able to control the clamp, but not the ground ball. Luckily, Richie Roscoff is there to pick up a nice ground ball off the wing. Kroger controls for the offense, and now the Yellow Jackets will set up a settled possession here with Ethan Miller. Ethan Miller, a senior out of Delaware, Ohio. He'll swing over to Jacob Branton. On comes Hunter Boehm. Branton will get a long dodge down the right-handed alley. Now behind with Kroger. Here's Ethan Miller. Over to McMillan, and it's tipped. Back to Kroger. Kroger can't find Boehm on the cut. And stoppage of play here. They said Gaglio went in and out of the crease, so a John Carroll turnover. And Branton back to Miller. Miller over to Boehm. Looking to set up things for Zach Kroger here up top. He comes down from the attack line. Here's Branton with an isolation. Double team comes, sends it to Nanowski. Nanowski looking around. He'll drive up the hash. Past GLE. Looking to fire. Inside. Triple team coming. Able to evade that. And get it to Miller. 34 seconds on the shot clock. Cesare manning up. Branton up top. He'll give it a go to the left hand. Over to Boehm. Boehm fires. High bouncer, can't find the cage. Just a bit too high. 19 seconds remain on the shot clock. Here's Kroger. Screen from Branton. The lead screen. It's turnover. Jackets turn it over. Low on shot clock. And John Carroll able to clear now. When he controls possession. The last game between these two teams, John Carroll controls 65% of the possession time. That was important. He wanted to flip that for this one. But John Carroll, so far, they've done a great job protecting the ball. And lead by 1 in this first quarter. Here's Hack. Now to Flynn. Flynn at top. Skylar Blake now. Driving on Randall. Kicks it back out with Gorman. Now they swing it to Hack, who fires. Shots wide. Hack, the left-handed shooter. That's his bread and butter. Here's Skylar Blake inside. Flips it to Gorman. Gorman tries to get it off, but shot's blocked away. A signal possession is with BW. That was signal to pass. Now Jimmy Brown has it on the clear. Screen from Davis. Opens him up. He's looking for somebody to get it off to, though, and he does. Hanowski controls the BW possession. Behind the cage with Nick Nanowski. He'll drive to his left hand. Now back to his right. Tried to send it to Stevens, and it was picked off by Robbie Robertson. Robinson able to bring things up on the break now, but turns it over. Ball on the ground. Randall with a nice hit. They say John Carroll timeout before he lost it. We'll take one as well right here on BWYellowJackets.com. Tonight's Ohio Athletic Conference Tournament Championship is being brought to you by Medical Mutual of Ohio, the healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University, and Buffalo Wild Wings in Medina, Strongsville, and Warrensville Heights. Buffalo Wild Wings, the ultimate place to get together with your friends, watch sports, and eat wings. And Barron's Bus Company, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics. OAC Men's Lacrosse Championship. Luke Schradel here on BWYellowJackets.com. First quarter action, 4:19 remaining in this first quarter. 3-2 is your score. Last score was by Skylar Blake of John Carroll. Number 1 in the nation in scoring. Number 1 in the nation in goals for him. He's had a great year in his 5th year at John Carroll. This game will most likely decide a little bit of his history here at the college. But for BW, it's time to flip things over and win their first OAC championship. That's the goal. Now Blake has possession on the far side. Randall will mark him. And we're back in action. Up top with Flynn. He's manned by Declan Tubbs. Flynn will take a drive and a shot. It goes wide right. 56 seconds left on the shot clock now. John Carroll. Gorman. Working on Jimmy Brown. John Carroll holding the possession here and taking a lot of time off the clock. Whitty fires and it's saved by Joe Stormer. But Stormer turns it over. Now to Kevin Hack. Stormer was looking for the quick clear, but it was picked off by Kevin Hack, who able to get the stick up in the air. He gets it back to Flynn, who will dodge to his left hand. Behind with Gorman. Gorman working on the island. Pushes a pass out and it hits the ground. And that'll be an over and back call. BW possession. 3 minutes on the first quarter clock. A full shot clock to try to get one in here. Give their defense a little bit of a break. Here's Byerly. Behind the cage with Kroger again. Stevens working on Cesare. Inside. Score! Gunnar McMillan puts it in with an assist from Trevor Stevens. What a pass by Trevor Stevens, finding Gunnar McMillan on the doorstep. He was open. A quick offense gets things going for the Yellow Jackets. 3-3 now the score. Gunnar McMillan up there in shot percentage in the nation. He's number 41 in the nation in shot percentage. 50% is his percentage. Amazing work from Gunnar McMillan there. Karam's able to control the face-off for the Blue Streaks. Gaglio now to clear. Makes his way past McMillan. Able to find Karam. Karam on the sideline. Able to settle things down against Tubbs. Tanner Gilsnow comes on now. He's working on Roscoff. Open set here for the Blue Streaks. Here comes Morrell. Morrell inside. Shot goes wide. That time for Morrell, and Stormer makes the hustle play. He's there. It was either him or Randall that were closest to it after the shot. Great effort by those two. A little under 2 minutes to play now. Stoner looking to clear it. 3 seconds to clear it. Does so, finds Bartos. And now a 60-second shot clock to score. Going to dribble out this clock before the end of the first quarter. Here's Byerly up top. He'll carry behind and go to work. Finds Zanowski. And now Nick sends this one off to Trevor Stevens, who goes right at his man. Swings it over to Byerly. Byerly loses control of it, but able to keep things the BW way here. Here comes Stevens. Stevens' left-handed shot bounces in. Stevens finds the back of the net at the end of this first quarter. The Yellow Jacket lead now, 4-3. 27 seconds left in this first quarter. Stevens, in his freshman year at BW, has made an impact, to say the least. Now Bishop will come back out for the last 27 seconds of this first quarter. That's Stevens' 19th goal of the season in his freshman year. Bishop tries to send it forward, but John Carroll able to control. Bernard pushes the pace. Over to Whitty. Trying to make something happen with this last 13 seconds. Gorman. 9 seconds left. Loses it. Rodenhouse is there. Back to Bertazak. Bertazak. Over to Whitty. Whitty shoots. Saved by Joe Stoner at the end of the first quarter. That's going to be a big momentum swing. And that's the end of this first quarter at the OAC Championship for men's lacrosse. We'll be right back on BWYellowJackets.com for the second quarter. Welcome back to the Men's Lacrosse OAC Championship here on BWYellowjackets.com. My name is Lou Groza. If you're just joining us, beginning of the second quarter here at Lou Groza Field. Score is 4-3. The Yellow Jackets lead it by 1. Bishop out there to do the face-off work for the Yellow Jackets. And Bernard able to get the win against him. But the ball goes out of bounds. So Yellow Jacket possession. Tubbs looking to clear this thing. Looking around and finds Stoner. Now to Randall. Randall sends it over to the box. Tries to find Bain, but it heads out of bounds. That's a turnover. John Carroll ball now. No settled possession here in the first 26 seconds of the second quarter, but now John Carroll has it and a full 80 on the shot clock. Here's Gorman. Over to Hack. Now to Gorman with the short stick. Bartos on him. He'll go to work. Makes it past Bartos. Over to Kevin Hack. Hack off the pipe. Blake steals it away. Looking to score it. Can't do it. Pass is deflected. Well, the Jackets were trying to clear that one out, and Blake was there to stop the pass and get the interception to keep things with John Carroll. Hack had that shot that went off the pipe, nearly went in. So the shot clock resets. We're at 55 seconds on that, behind the cage with Blake. Working on the sophomore Neil Randall. Throws it over to Gorman, and Gorman had no chance at that one. Over and back will be called. Nanowski will pick it up here at the near side 45. Nanowski, the leading point scorer for BW this season, the freshman out of Medina. John Carroll on defense now. Gaglio still between those pipes in the second quarter. Now to Stevens, who shoots. And too high for Stevens. .55 seconds on that shot clock. Here goes Nanowski with a screen from Kroger. Back to him. Kroger up top with Nick Nanowski. He'll swing to Byerly. Byerly will go to work on the far side. Shoots and saved by Gaglio. Nice job controlling the rebound by Connor Ryan. As Gaglio sends one. Blake able to keep it in bounds and saves it. As Neil Randall pokes at it. Goes out of bounds. Still with John Carroll here. 64 seconds on this shot clock. Blake will go right at him. Streaks will swing it back up top with his second midfield line. Morgan Morell over to Gil Snow. Gil Snow on Jimmy Brown. Morell swings this one, and Zarek lets it go. Wide of the cage. Blake recovers the backup. Say it hit off the goalie, so we see a shot clock reset. Here's Morell. Morell looking to make something happen on his own. Can't do it, so he'll send it to Gil Snow. Gil Snow working on Jimmy Brown. Brown with a nice check. Morell recovers the rebound. Back with Whitty. Up top to Bertazak. Zarek. Bertazak. That one's good. Bertazak finishes to tie this game at 4. The Blue Streaks get things going in this second quarter. Game's tied at 4. And The John Carroll offense able to get things going, opening up the second quarter scoring. That time it was Zach Bertazak. And Brendan Whitty mentioned that he was number 6 in the nation in assists. Picks up the assist there. .11:16 remains in this half. Bishop wins it forward. Scrum for the ground ball, and BW able to recover. Blos picks up that ground ball, looking to get it off to an offensive-minded player. He's running away from Karam, and they see that matchup. They don't like it. They'll call timeout. We won't as well here on BWYellowJackets.com. Welcome back to the OAC Men's Lacrosse Championship right here on BWYellowJackets.com. Second quarter action, 10:51 remaining in the half. Game is tied at 4. The Yellow Jackets have it on offense for possession. Byerly here on the near side. Over to Danowski. Danowski will give it a go, and a shot bounces. That one almost went in, and great look for Jake Danowski. Kroger is able to pick up the shot back up. Great hustle by the freshman out of Archbishop Moeller. He kicks it back to Danowski. Over up top with Stevens. Stevens goes to work, makes his man fall, and the shot's deflected by Ryan. 30 seconds left on the shot clock. Looks like they want to get Stevens a go again. Stevens down the right-handed alley, makes a move. Stick goes on the ground and flips it in, but shot goes wide. Stevens had a good look, made it through a couple of guys, but tried to flip it in, and that one was wide. Now with Jake Danowski. Excuse me, that's Byerly. And they try to go back to Jake Danowski, but the idea was there to make the cause turnover. And Stevens loses it on the sideline. He had a chance to turn things around there and keep the BW, but didn't do it. Now Blue Streaks have the ball on offense. 9:35 left in the half as Kevin Hack controls at the 40-yard line. He'll find Flynn with a man on his back. Back to Kevin Hack. Inside, looking for Skylar Blake, but it's intercepted. And Randall able to pick up the ground ball. Being chased down by Whitty. Gets it to Tubbs. Tubbs with a nice move on the sideline, able to get it up to Moran, but Moran falls down. Here come the Blue Streaks on the break. don't want to go fast, they'll slow it down. Skylar Blake holds on the far side 20-yard line. And first line midfield on for another shot at Joe Storner. Now with Flynn. Flynn manned up against Moran. Here's Gorman working on Tubbs. Sweeps to the middle, over to Flynn now. Flynn with the left hand driving. Shoots in off of Storner's foot. Bertowski grabs the ball right off of Skylar Blake's head there. Bounce on top of the helmet. Randall looking to clear. Back to Storner. 5 seconds to clear it. Throws it over to Byerly, who's in the perfect spot at the perfect time. He'll drive the break. Shoots with the left hand, and that one goes wide. Yadmanowski back there. Safe shot choice by Byerly. Now, if it would have been saved, it would have been a little bit of a different story, but here he goes behind the cage. 40 seconds on the shot clock. Inside has Kroger. Kroger off the top of the pipe. A great find by Byerly. Kroger was on the crease, but he couldn't finish. It's off the top of the right and the top bar. Sykes able to get things over the midline for a successful clear. Now Kevin Hack has it. Over to Morrell. Morrell, the sophomore out of Pickerington Central. Over to Gorman, now to Hack. Hack is hitting the back, and a flag is out. Most likely a push with possession. Whitty hits off the pipe. Wow, that one was almost in. Vertizak controls on the far side now. Behind the cage with Whitty, over to Blake. Morrell. He'll go for an isolation on Jimmy Brown. Gorman working on Sean Davis. And Rodenhouse takes it away. We'll see the flag now. And the number 9 man down defense will try to defend against the number 5 man up offense. Excuse me, number 13 man up offense. It's a 30-second foul. Push with possession on Sean Davis. Has everything at 6 on 5. Blake out there with Gorman. Now to Flynn. Back over to Gorman. Gorman fires. That one's wide right. Looking for the bottom right corner was Bennett Gorman. Up top now. Hack over to Gorman again. They're looking for Bertizak on the doorstep, but Blos tips it away. Stays with John Carroll. Everything's up now as Declan Tubbs comes back on. John Carroll looking for a hit to the head. Looked in inverted as Flynn drives. Over to Bertizak. He fires. And Storner able to control that one. Didn't look like it had that much velocity on it. And Storner able to get down low and corral it. Here's Rotowski. BW's had a tough time clearing today. 2 seconds to clear it. They get it over. Nanowski. Another settled possession for the Yellow Jackets. It seems like they haven't had control of the ball that much in this quarter. John Carroll doing a nice job of possessing the ball like they did in the last matchup. And now Stevens will go behind to work on Gorman, the offensive-minded player. Over to Byerly. Byerly inside, shot saved. Kroger tries to pick it up, can't do it. Scramble for the ball, and a goal! Trevor Stevens flips one in. It's 5-4. Able to pick up the garbage and put it in. Trevor Stevens. An incredible effort by Stevens to score his 20th goal of the season. And now it's a Yellow Jacket lead. 4:46 remaining in the half. Bishop looking to win this one to himself. Can't do it. Bartos is able to secure things. Kroger has it up top and swings it to Miller. Now to Branton. Full shot clock here for the BW offense. Looking to go on a little bit of a run here. Now to Miller. Boehm has the short stick on him. That's who they'll attack. Sykes. And here's Nanowski. Nanowski working. Double team coming. Over to Branton. Branton fires. That one goes wide left. Kroger's there to back up that shot. Still BW possession. About 40 seconds left on this shot clock. Kroger behind the cage. Looking for Branton up top. And the sun had to be in his eyes because he lost that one. Turnover. Blue streak ball now. And Whitty has it on the far side. John Carroll offense setting up. Another BW possession comes up empty. Up top. Working on Moran. Now they swing it over to Blake with a screen. Blake will drive on Randall. Looking to make something happen. Flips it off to Morrell. Morrell will drive inside. Morrell back to Whitty. Whitty up top. Zarek sends it to Gilsnow. Gilsnow will drive. Left-handed shot. Bounces and it heads over to the sideline. No good. Whitty will have the ball at the far side end zone and throws off to Morrell, who'll go to work on Declan Tubbs behind the cage. Still working. Morrell looking to make something happen. Throws it over to Bertazak and he loses it. Turnover. Yellow Jacket possession now. Moran has it. Over to Randall. W's had a tough time clearing so far in this first half. Looking to shore things up here. Did a great job last time. And they go with the same thing, finding Danowski over there, and a timeout is called. Well, I'm not sure what was called there. But John Carroll possession. That could have been either offsides or... I know it didn't take him too long to get that one over. They had 5 seconds to clear it over, but... Either way, 3 short sticks out on defense. 4 short sticks, so it is an offsides call. 7 on 6. And Flynn looking to take this shot clock all the way down. Get the last couple opportunities here in the second quarter. He's working on Kyler Byerly, who steps up to him. Now it's 6 on 6. Byerly's out of the question, and bouncer no good. And they'll go man up for the last 90 seconds around. 87 to be exact. So the shot clock still a factor by 7 seconds. And this man up unit will go to work. If you're just joining us, second quarter OAC Men's Lacrosse Championship action. 5-4 is the score. The Yellow Jackets lead it by 1. Behind the cage with Whitty. 6 on 5 for the Blue Streaks. Inside with Flynn. deflected and recovered by Ratowski. Now Bertozak trying to take it away from Ratowski. Still a scrum, and they say John Carroll ball. Carroll looking to push things. Kevin Hack lets one fly. And that was a good look, but he sends it wide. Blake. Up top to Gorman. Hack looking to go one-on-one against Declan Tubbs. Now over to Whitty behind the cage, working on Jimmy Brown. Now to Flynn. Flynn lets one fly, and that one's good. That time, Ian Flynn able to find the back of the net. Stormer lets that one go in. Stick side high on the right side. Excuse me, that was off stick high. But they find a great look for Flynn, and he was wide open on the doorstep. Nothing Stormer could really do on that one. Better offense from the Blue Streaks. Comes Tyler Fisher for his first face-off of this contest. He'll be manned up against Brendan Hine. The long stick. Hine went one-on-one in the first quarter. Able to win the second one. Hine, he'll drive. Inside, score! Brendan Hine gets things going for the Blue Streaks again. 6-5, they now lead with just 10 seconds left in this first half. Hine just took it himself. He's 2-2 on faceoffs now with a goal. And so far, the momentum swinger here in this second quarter. 10 seconds on the clock here in this half. Bishop able to control things. And that will do it for the first half here in Berea. Score is 6-5. John Carroll leads at 1 at halftime. We'll be back with second half coverage of the OAC Men's Lacrosse Championship. Welcome back to the Men's Lacrosse OAC Championship here on BWYellowJackets.com. My name is Luke Schradel. Second half action ready to get underway here. It's a 1-point Blue Streak lead, 6-5 this current score. Bishop able to win it forward. And Clayton Karam controls number 26 in ground balls in the nation. He's had a good season for the Blue Streak as well. And Blue Streak off here in the second half. Over to Flynn. Back to Gorman here on the near side. Looking for a screen. He goes on Bartos. Tries to get it to Blake, and Blake not able to stop it from going out of bounds, and Neil Randall looking to clear now. Up to Storner. Storner looking over to Randall. Byerly on the far side is open. Storner able to find him, but Karam knocks it out. Nanowski picks up the ground ball on the far side, and BW offense getting set to go here in this third quarter. Inside, Nanowski. Right back out to Stevens. Stevens behind the cage over to Kroger. Byerly will give it a go on Cesare. Back to his left hand. Now behind the cage. Byerly still has it. Over to his left hand. Now to Nanowski. Nanowski to Stevens. And right back to Byerly. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Kroger looking over to Byerly. Byerly lets it fly. Right stick to Grant. Adam Grant comes in for Gaglio here in the second half, as he usually does. W trying to make it hard to make it to get it across the midline. Successful clear for John Carroll. Now Ian Flynn comes on for an offensive midfield run. He'll work on Jimmy Brown. Behind the cage with Whitty. Now up top with Kevin Hack. Working on Declan Tubbs. To his left hand. Back again. Whitty behind the cage. Screen from Bertazak. Finds Gorman. Gorman shoots. And saved by Joe Storner. Storner stands tall for another shot. Gorman makes things hard on the clear, but Tubbs able to control it. He's hit hard by Flynn and loses it. And right now, John Carroll has 6 on. Crowd almost got me there with the offside call. But they do have 6 out there. And they also have a 1-goal lead. 11:20 left here in this third quarter. Bertazak working on Jimmy Brown. Bertazak. 35 seconds on the shot clock now. Up the hash and shoots it. That one's too high. Tries to work the size advantage there. 29 seconds remaining on that shot clock. They still like the size matchup with Bertazak. He'll give it a go again here. 18 seconds left on the shot clock. Very slow and steady. Over to Blake. Blake gives it a go. Off of Storner's foot. And a reset of the shot clock. John Carroll playing things very slowly here in this second half so far. And like that, they've controlled the possession, and they're aiming to do that again here in the second half. Gorman looking to get things a go on Tubbs, but he finds Morrell. Rodenhouse mans up against Morrell here up top. Now over to Zarek. Whitty has it now. Whitty working on Jimmy Brown behind the cage. He'll give it a go. Whitty. Now to Blake. Blake working on Randall. To his right hand. Back to Whitty. Whitty. Able to find Gil Snow. Gil Snow working on Roscoff. Shot clock low. 9 seconds left on it. Here comes Zarek. Zarek inside to Bertazak, and Rodenhouse denies that pass. And an aired shot headed out of bounds for a turnover. UW ball now here, just down 1 in this third quarter. Now we're under 9 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Here comes Tubbs on the break. He gets it away, and now Nanowski controls here at the top of the key. Over to Byerly. Byerly working over there on that far side. Shoots and scores! Kyler Byerly gets one to go! And he has a few words for the John Carroll defense afterwards. This game's tied at 6. Byerly gets things going here in the second half for the first Yellow Jacket goal of this third quarter. Byerly, the sophomore out of North Allegheny in nearby Pittsburgh. Bishop able to control the face-off again. If you're just joining us, all tied up at 6 here in this OAC championship game at Lou Groza Field. Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets taking on the John Carroll Blue Streaks for the OAC crown and a trip to the NCAA tournament. Randall was pushed as soon as he loses that one. No call. But here's the flag now. BW offense with a free possession and looking to go man up afterwards. Nanowski on the far side. They'll slow things down. They want to get the right shot here. You have a free play. Might as well use it to the best of its ability. Here's Byerly again. He scored the last goal. Shoots. And just off the top of the pipe. A tough angle for Byerly, but he made it look. That one was pretty close to going in. Penalty's going to go for a trip on number 16 or 93, and Matt Russo picks up the trip. And here's McMillan behind the cage as the EMO for the Yellow Jackets come out. Owen Ferguson on the field for the man up out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Now to Nanowski, inside McMillan. McMillan almost scores that one with the shovel behind the back. That would have been pretty. Here's Byerly. Byerly. Now to Jake Nanowski. Jake Nanowski finds Owen up top, and we're all even. Man up, no good this time for the Yellow Jackets. Here's Jake Nanowski. He'll go to work. Falls over. Regains his footing and fires. That one's wide. Wide left. Now Byerly again. Over to Nick Nanowski. Nanowski gives it a go. To McMillan. McMillan working on Karam. Karam gets him to throw it away. Now Byerly working on Cesare. Heads it off to Stevens. Stevens will give it a go. McMillan. Ball on the ground. And looks like they're going to call a hold. BW ball still. John Carroll had a hold of Gunnar McMillan. Jake Danowski behind the cage. Byerly. 70 seconds left on this shot clock. Here's Stevens. Loses it. Ball still on the ground and recovered by Ryan. John Carroll able to stand tall through the man up of the Yellow Jackets. And Nolan Ferguson stuck on defense now. He's able to get off and get Sean Davis in, and the Blue Streaks will settle this possession. 5:20 on the clock here in this third quarter. Back to Flynn, up top against Sean Davis. Flynn, one-on-one up top with Davis. They'll bring the clock all the way down. That's been their strategy. Here's Flynn. Left-handed ripper. That one wide left that time. They said Rutowski was there for the backup. Zebras have to make a call here. They do. They say it's John Carroll ball. They reverse the call. Crowd not too happy with that one. 4:50 on this third quarter clock. Another referee coming in to make the final decision. Coach Keeley not too happy about that call. Felt like Rutowski was there. In lacrosse, the closest player to a shot going out of bounds, when it hits the out of bounds line, and the line is invisible, so it'll go all the way up. Whoever's closest to that shot when it goes out at that line. They said it was Brendan Whitty on the second thought. But on the first thought, it was Rutowski. .450 remaining in this third quarter. Crowd looking for a shot clock reset. Whitty. Now to Hack. Up top with Flynn. .20 seconds on the shot clock. Flynn up top against Davis. He'll go to his left hand. Inside, and that pass had no chance of finding its man. An errant pass by Flynn gives BW the ball. Tie game. Still third quarter. And the man down defense does its job. Randall trying to get it across. He's able to do so. BW is offsides. John Carroll ball. Here comes Karam. Sends it to Blake. Blake on the run. Blake Bertizak. Inside score. Matt Bertizak with some words after the score. And he scores the goal that puts John Carroll up by one. 7-6 now the score. Bertizak's been having a good game. And he's a big target on the doorstep. Easy to find in there. They do so and score. Giving them the lead in this one. Bishop working against Bernard in this face-off matchup. Bishop able to win it forward. Looking to make something happen. Over to Kroger, and that one goes out of bounds. Turnover for Bishop. C3 now. Here's Grant. Getting things away. Surek. Over to Bertazak. Behind with Whitty. And now to Blake. Here's Morrell. Morrell gives it a go. Working on Jimmy Brown. Morrell, Bertazak, now Whitty. Back to Bertazak. Here's Gilsnow. He'll go at Tubbs. Tubbs staying with them, and Gilsnow takes a tough hit from Roscoff, and he's down. That was a legal hit right to the chest. That's where he's holding on to right now. We'll take an injury timeout here on BWYellowJackets.com. Welcome back to the OAC Men's Lacrosse Championship here on BWYellowJackets.com. Here's Bertazak. And Roscoff makes him loses it. Here's Hack. Flips it back into Bertazak. Bertazak with a chance to score. Over to Morrell and saved by Storner. What a nice save by Joe Storner there. He finds Randall on the run. Randall able to recover the ground ball. Jackets in transition. Tubbs controls the possession now. BW looking to slow things down. A little bit over 2 minutes left in this third quarter. Still a 1-goal lead for the Blue Streaks. Score is 7-6. Stevens up top. Makes a move on C3. Tries to get his right hand behind Nanowski. Nanowski finds Byerly. Byerly inside. And shot off the tip of Grant's stick out of bounds. Stays with the Yellow Jackets. Nanowski with a screen from Stevens. up the hash. Over to Byerly. Byerly working on Cesare. Short stick. Looking to attack that matchup. Stevens. Stevens' left-handed shot. Saved by the body of Adam Grant. Good-looking bouncer. Had an opportunity at scoring. Grant comes up and makes a good save. Cesare controls a successful clear for John Carroll. Under 1 minute to play in this third quarter. Kevin Hack controls. 2 set difference between shot and game call. John looking to bring this thing all the way down. They've controlled the possession in this one. It's been one of the biggest. Jones to put on Manning against Hack. $20 seconds left. 1 second separation now. Hack over to Bertazak. Back to Woody behind the cage. 10 seconds left. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Hack, right-handed jump shot, saved by Storner. Rebound controlled by Bartos. That's going to end this quarter. We're going to the fourth quarter here at the OAC Men's Lacrosse Championship. A 1-goal John Carroll lead. Be right back with exciting fourth quarter coverage. Welcome back to Men's Lacrosse OAC Championship coverage. Fourth quarter action on its way. Bishop will do first face-off of this fourth quarter. Moran and Karam near side with us, both along the wing. Bishop wins it back to himself, looking to pick it up, sends it over to Tubbs on the ground and can't recover. So John Carroll picks up the first face-off win in the first possession of the fourth quarter. Back with Blake. Here's Flynn. He'll hand off to Hack. UW defense looking to make a stand. They haven't had the ball too much in this second half. Flynn drives to his left hand, fires and scores into the bottom right corner. Ian Flynn, what a shot. On the run with the left hand, lets it fly and it finds the bottom right corner. That had some velocity on it. Tough save to make if you're Joe Storner. That bottom right corner is near side your stick. It's tough to handle. Byerly and Karam on this wing. They decide to send Neil Randall against Brendan Hine this time on the face-off, switching things up. Just a 2-goal lead now for John Carroll. Hine able to win it forward to himself. Loses it. Falls on the ground. Bartos able to cover. Bartos can't get it out of 4 blue streaks. And the John Carroll offense has the second possession of this fourth quarter. BW defense needs to hold. Back up top against Bartos. It has Jimmy Brown on him. Drum. Over to Hack. Behind with Whitty. Here's Kevin Hack. He's going to work on Bartos. Sends it back with Flynn, who scored the last goal. Here's Bishop Gorman. Bennett Gorman, excuse me. Gorman, saved. Joe Storner makes another stop. Looking to clear. Here's Blows. BW. Hit over the midline for a successful clear. Trevor Stevens controls things. Now Kroger. BW gets his first line midfield on now for another run. They haven't had too many settled possessions as of late, but here's Nick Danowski behind the cage on Gorman. Danowski draws the double team. Finds Stevens. Now to Jake Danowski at the top of the key. He's one-on-one. He'll drive to his left hand. And Karam gets the stick in there, tips it away. That pass could have given Stevens a good look. Screen for Danowski. He's being manned by Gorman. Shot Danowski too high. Kroger up top now with Stevens. Here's Byerly. He has Gorman on him. Shifty move to his left hand and fires. Karam was there to deflect that one. It's on the shot clock now. Kroger up to Stevens. Over to Byerly. Byerly lets it fly. Saved by Grant. Grant not letting the goal in this quarter yet. The only thing he's let in is that goal on the ground from Stevens. Gorman makes his way out of there. Looking to push things. Strong comes from Randall. Tosses a turnover. Here comes Tubbs on the break. Yellow Jackets in transition. Over to Kroger. Kroger might have had Randall for a shot opportunity, but decides to slow things down. I'd agree with him. BW defense has to be tired after multiple John Carroll possessions here at the beginning of this fourth quarter. Here's Ethan Miller. Miller makes one move. Back to Danowski. Danowski to his right hand. Jump shot. Almost bounces in. Great look from Jake Danowski. We're going to need more of those type of shots to try to cut into this 2-goal lead. Here's Miller behind the cage. Makes a move. Sends it to Kroger. Kroger can't finish. Here comes Robinson. Blue streaks. Looking to settle things. Ball nearly goes past Bertazak and out of bounds, but Woody's there to save it. Up top with Hack. Substitutions happening at the midline. Save man up in a row. Behind the cage, Whitty now. Here's the back. Left hand. Didn't like what he had. Over to Morrell. Morrell will give it a go now. Morrell back to his left hand. It's a 2-goal lead for John Carroll. Up top with Hack. And Zarek keeps it. Over to Morrell. Morrell on Bartos. Looking to go inside, can't do it. Now to Bertazak. He scores again. Matt Bertazak making 3 goals now for John. Tonight's Ohio Athletic Conference Tournament Championship is being brought to you by Cleveland Clinic Sports Medicine, the healthcare provider for BW Athletics, Dan Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company, and the Oswald Company, for all of your insurance and risk management needs. E21 remains in this game. It is a 3-goal lead for BW had a 1-goal lead at the break. John Carroll had a 1-goal lead at the break. And they've increased it by 2. We are here with 8:10 remaining in the fourth now. Nick Danowski with the ball. Over to Byerly. Here's Stevens. Behind the cage with Kroger. Going at Karam. Here's Byerly on Cesare. Tries him away. Behind the cage now. Here's Nanowski. And Nanowski turns it over. McMillan tries to recover, but he's denied of that. Here comes Ryan. Now to C3. Over to Whitty. Whitty's hitting the back. He's down. Hopefully going to be Sean Rodenhouse. He's trying to make a play, but not the right play there. Pushes him in the back. That'll be John Carroll ball, man up. 6-on-5. Slash is called on Rodenhouse. He'll be on a knee for 1 minute. Bertazak behind with Whitty. Here's Hack up top. Here's Flynn. Back to Hack. Over to Gorman, who lets it fly. Save in front by Storm. Rebound is recovered by the Jackets. And looking to clear it is Rutowski. They've been unsuccessful on many clears in this second half. The 10-man John Carroll ride proving tough to break. Byerly drops that one, but Brown able to recover. Jimmy Brown with Flynn coming at him. Able to send it over to Nanowski. The last second, Robinson almost came in and stole that one, but Nanowski able to control that one. Inside, left-handed shot saved by Grant. It nearly dribbled in. As 6 minutes left on this clock now. Hack now. At near side 30. Timeout. John Carroll will take one as well. Back fourth quarter of the OAC Men's Lacrosse Championship here on BWYellowJackets.com. My name is Luke Schradel. It's a 3-goal game here. John Carroll offense. Things all even. Sixes. And it's getting on the top. Able to get after he was injured. His last time out. Here's Roehm. Roehm working to the crossbar. Witty. Roehm. 20 seconds left on the clock. Roehm drives. Top to Burt Sang. Puts that one in. Thank you again. John Carroll leads this one 10-6. This is the same score we saw last time the teams faced each other. Not out of the picture for either team. And a win for Hine. That just adds on his impressive day. Now to Grant. Adam Grant hasn't let too many in this second half. Gets it up to Hine. And now C3 controls to settle this possession for John Carroll. Blake hands off to Hack at the top of the key. Bartow's manning up against him. 35 seconds left on the shot clock. A little bit under 4 minutes to play. Hacking all the shot clock. Hack inside. Puts it in. Kevin Hack. What an unbelievable goal. The shovel goes. On again. 3:38 to go. Goal lead John Carroll. Bishop. And Shamus. Bertazak. Behind the cage. Working on Roehm. He makes it past him. Bertazak inside, can't score that one. Blake able to pick it up. Now to Gorman. Three minutes left to play. Gorman, a fifth-year senior, controlling up top. Here's one. Dribble this clock in a way. This shot clock will take us under 2 minutes to play. Here's Bertazak. Inside. Now behind the cage with Blake. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Just under 10 seconds. Under 2 minutes to play. And they will take the full shot clock violation. 1:45 left to play here in the OAC Championship. Up to Miller. Miller makes a move. And they call a ward on Ethan Miller. Bertazak controls. About a 20-second difference. Shot clock and game clock. Maybe closer to around 10. Here's Hack behind the cage on Jimmy Brown. Under a minute to play. A score on the empty net. Gorman able to put it in. 6-goal lead for John Carroll in this OAC tournament championship. They're celebrating. And this one's nearly over. Timeout, BW. Last 45 seconds of play here in the OAC Men's Lacrosse Championship. Neil Randall out there to the face-off work for BW. He's able to win it. John Carroll causes the turnover. 25 seconds to play. Donner McMillan able to pick up a ground ball. 10 seconds left. And that'll just about do it. John Carroll, OAC tournament champions in men's lacrosse. They take this one 12-6 over Baldwin Wallace. All celebration for the Blue Streaks coming. They're headed to the men's lacrosse Division III NCAA tournament. For BWYellowJackets.com, I'm Luke Schradel. Final score of this one, 12-6. John Carroll claims the OAC tournament championship.